All right, so you made it to section 4, exercise 4 of the course on love. Listen, observe, validate, empower. This is the empower part. This is the learning to empower. And it's aptly called the power of love. Why? Because just like a house, the foundation is built on listening. Then you observe the message from the verbal message, but from the verbal cues and the actual message itself. And then you validate their experience. But the last part is empower. So just like a house, it's built on the top, and it has love all the way through it, right? This is the top floor. So in this case, you're imagining that you're attending an event with family and friends, and you accidentally bump into an old relationship. So someone, an ex, someone that that you've been together with, that you've had a beautiful relationship with, but you just parted ways because you went off of different paths. And it's one of the loves of your life. And you're shocked to see them, of course, because you didn't expect it. But you're also happy. You're happy to see them. You want to know, how are they doing? What's going on in their lives? Yet they seem sad and reflective. And apparently, things are not going well in their relationship. They've been with someone for a while. That person seems like a really nice person. They've been with them for a bit, but they're just not feeling connected in that relationship, or something is going on in that relationship that's not going well for them. And here's the kicker. They confide in you that they miss the way you both were. The relationship you had, the beautiful moments you both shared. And you're like, oh, okay, this is a shock, right? If any of you have experienced this, and I have, it's hard, right? Because you're totally caught off by surprise. And that they've been thinking about you and thinking about the way you guys were and how wonderful you were together. You're flooded with emotions, of course. For most, paralyzed, right? You're trying to figure out what is going on here. And you can sense that they're waiting for your response. You hesitate naturally. I would. I did. Right? But they want your response. They've just shared something vulnerable with you, something that brought back all of the memories and floods, good and bad, of the relationship. And now all of a sudden, they want your response. They need your response. You can see it in their eyes. They're waiting. They're expecting something. What do you do? What do you do? It ain't easy. All right. You give them a gentle gesture. Number 1. Give them a gentle gesture, like a hug or a smile. You excuse yourself for a moment and then go freshen up, right? And the hopes there is that you've given them this positive feeling about the relationship, but you've avoided all of the embarrassing thoughts or perspectives that they've had. So you've avoided the embarrassing moment. So for number 1, right? You give them a gentle gesture like a hug or a smile, and you excuse yourself for a moment to go freshen up, promising to return. And the idea here, the strategy here, is that you give them, some affirmation of the love that you guys have, but you avoid that tricky, very, very sticky subject about your past and your relationship and how wonderful you guys were in light of the troubles they're going through with their relationship. In other words, you're kind of like distancing yourself from that process, right? Number two, you embrace their emotions and you begin reflecting on how wonderful your relationship was and how you missed them in their life, right? So you really embrace that moment. You remember all the beautiful moments together, and you guys start to celebrate them, to relive them. All right, that's number two. Number three, you stay comforting to their thoughts about opening up about your emotions, but you bring the issue back to their current relationship. And you work with them through those challenges. So you actually listen to their thoughts, you open up about your emotions, right? About what all the beautiful moments you went through, but you help refocus their attention back on the problem at hand, which is their relationship and what they're going through. And then number four, the final one. You ready for this one? You continue to create a safe space for them, to share what you meant to them by experiencing what they're sharing with you. And you remind them of the strengths, not just the good times, but some of the harder times that you guys went through and how you guys overcame them, right? Some of the most powerful moments that may have not been initially beautiful, but turned out to be powerful and wonderful. And you would talk to them about how you admired and appreciated the way that they went through those experiences with you, and how both of you have become better people for it. You've become a better person because of it. And in all circumstances, you avoid talking about their current relationship. They may talk about it, you don't. Right? So that's the fourth one. Again, they're all good answers. There's really not one good answer. They all rely on different strengths. And remember to gravitate towards, pick the one that you gravitate towards. There's no right or wrong here. And after this, you're going to be, after you take this exercise, there'll be a video that kind of disseminates all the thought process for each of these exercises. So please check that out. Also, you can check out the link on the bottom left of your screen, where you can actually enroll in newsletter, and you can get new tools, new exercises, a preview of the book that you can read up on that talks about love, listen, observe, validate, and empower. And you'll get caught up on any new material I put out. So you also get an inspirational email every weekday that helps me get through my day. So I'd like to share it with all of you guys. So by all means, take on the next step, answer what is closest to you, and I look forward to talking to you again. Take care. Bye. I'll never be